Okay, let's talk about physical sky. It's a physically sky lighting in cinema 4D that you can uh, open it with one click. I open a new scene and go into the light and insert physical sky. And as you can see, we have very nice and accurate sky here with the sun, and here is the sun. You can see south, north, east, west. And as you can see, if you select physical sky, we have a lots of settings here. Basic coordination, time and date. For example, I go into the June months. I like it in, for example, uh, yeah, I think as you can see, you can change the date and the sun change automatically. It's exactly like a sun. You can change the months and the date here. And as you can see, we have a nice sun here. It's exactly and nice and accurate. As you can see, it's going to the night, then coming back to the day, and here is our sun. So as I said before, you can prefer to the sun, and I explained it before all of this. You can change your select your city, the time of that. You can change the date and time and anything, and animate it, of course. As you can see, you can animate date, animate time. I explained it before, but it's a physical sky. It's nice and accurate. Now we want to test it in a scene to light up the scene. So I have a simple scene here, no texture to render it fast. Okay, simply we insert physical sky. And as you can see, if you in an option, you turn on your shadow, you can see your shadow here. And you can rotate your whole lighting scene here if you want. But if you want exactly accurate timing here, don't change it. It's automatically changed with, as you can see, you can change the light like this. So first render to see what happened here. As you can see, we have a nice shadow. Oh, it's a little above. I select them and snap it to the ground. Yeah. As we can see, we have simple lighting and the shadows here. It's all above for physical sky. It's a nice, but you have to use global illumination. I will be explaining it more, but global illumination, uh, uh, lightening your scene better. It's real world. The photon reflecting to, for example, lighting the scene more. Going to the effects and global illumination. As you can see, we have a lot of settings, but with one click, you can test it. And as you can see, it's don't forget it's taking time to render. It's the last scene. This is another scene. Let's compare them. As you can see, we have nice and accurate shadows and lighting. So always use physical sky with global illumination. Okay, I think I have to save it. No, I don't want to save it here because it's getting error to saving. Yeah, I want to stop it. Okay, this is first scene that you can turn physical sky, and without any problem or any plugin in your studio, you can render your scene. So this is time and date. The basic tab. The basic tab just you can load a sky preset or load weather preset here. That will be explained when we want to go to the asset browser. It's a very powerful word, asset browser. But you can turn on or off some additional settings to your scene. For example, as you can see, we have just sun and sky tab here. And if you want to add atmosphere here, you can, as you can see, we have another tab added here. If you want to add a clouds, as you can see, we have added clouds, volumetric clouds. If you want to add it, fog tab, rainbow tab, sunbeams, sky objects. As you can see, you can turn on a lots of tab, add a lots of tab here that I explain them one by one. So we turn all of them off and focus in the sky, in the sun, the atmosphere. I explain them one by one. In this lesson, I want to focus on the sky. And in the sky, you can turn the physical sky on or off. If you turn the physical sky off, the custom horizon will be turned on. If you turn this holding Alt and double click to turn it off, and as you can see, this is on custom horizon. You can custom your sky dome with this gradient color. You can load the preset and look at this image to better understanding. For example, this is our sky, this is sun, and this is the position of this gradient color here. From a darker color going back and turn to the lighter color. You can change its gradient here. Maximum altitude, if you turn it to the, for example, the lower number 5, this tape is your maximum altitude in horizon. You can change it. But I don't like it because it's in custom. Let's test how it's lighting our scene with global illumination. And waiting for rendering, and as you can see, it's a nice, but it's a custom color on it because of global illumination. It's light, it's receiving the light from the sky. It's very important. So always we turn global illumination on when we want to give accurate rendering. But we need our physical sky and nice horizon line. Turn it off, and as you can see, if you activate it, we have our line here that you can separate date and night. If you render it here, you can see we have a night and date with this line. So you can it turn the physical sky to hemisphere shape. Color warmth, it's warming your scene. So it's very simple. First, render with color warmth 5%. And as you can see, it's turning to the blue. All of its settings, for example, turbidity, ozone, or another thing, turning your scene to blue or warm color. So test color warmth to 5%. Let's test it. With global illumination, it takes time to render. Sorry for that. Or you can turn your output to the lower number of wider screen. And we turn it right click to the 100%. And let's test it again. You have to test them. All of these things, I explained it, but you have to test it to better your experience here. And as you can see, we have a little warming in our scene. Look at little. Look at here, it's a blue and it's nice because of this color. Or I think no, you cannot go from 100%. Intensity, it is exactly intensity of your sky. You can, as you can see, you can turn it on or off. You can see it. But as you can see, if you, this is an a sky intensity. As you can see, sky is blue, and if you go 100%, your sky turn it to the blue, and 0% turn it to the yellow or red color. Night intensity ratio. You can turn your sky to the night. It's very interesting. Come back here. I want to turn it to the night. So we are going to night. Going back, going back. Oh, this is our night scene, and as you can see, these are a star. You have to render to better see that. This is all about texture preview that you can change it. I explained it, and yeah, that's nice. Yeah, in a details, you can change the texture preview to a higher number to better seeing your sky. Don't go above this number here. So in a detail, I explain it because you can see the moons, you can see the stars. So here we are in a night, and interesting. We are in a night, and let's see our lighting. Oh, first I delete that. Stop it going to the settings because of our output. I select level number here. I don't need such a, yeah, that's nice because I want to render it more fast. Yeah, as you can see, we are turning the global illumination on. Yeah, but we don't have any lighting in the scene. Okay, here you can change, you can increase or decrease or increase the number of night intensity. Where is our moon? Where is our moon? For doing that, go into the detail and turn the star off. And I change, yeah, our moon is here. It's down. For better study the moon, I think the March month is nice. It's a real. Okay, where is our moon? Where are you? You have to find it. Hey, moon, where are you? Yeah, it's there. For better seeing the moon, you can go to the detail in a moon and change the size of the moon to a higher number. Yeah, it's our moon. Yeah, turn our light on. As you can see, the moon is that position. You can manually rotate your physical sky, and as you can see, the moon comes there. Yeah, that's nice. Turn it there. And as you can see, this is our moon. And hit render. And I think I have to increase the number of the night sun night light in the sky. So we bring the intensity to a higher number to see what happened. Nice. With global illumination, now you can see some lights from the sky and the intensity. Nice. So this is all about night intensity ratio. Saturation correction, hue, and the gamma are for changing the color correction of this sky. So we are going to May. Now June is nice for us. Any date. I think I have to change the contour Z of rotation of sun because I changed the physical sky rotation. Yeah. Or if you messed up, you can insert a new physical sky. Yeah. This is our new physical sky. Yeah, our sign is there. You can render and see the effects of the saturation. You can just change the saturation of your sky and sun, change the hue and the gamma. For example, for gamma, yeah, this is an effect of gamma. It's very important. It's lower number to the higher number is washing out your sky and bring it your sky to the light or to the dark. It's all about the gamma. You can test it. You can change the hue or saturation, as you can see. More Saturation, you have blue, low saturation, to the changing the color or changing the hue of that. As you can see, you can change the light of your color with a hue. If you go into sun and here, as you can see, you cannot change the color of your sun because the color of the sun is automatically defined by date and time. It's very important because it is an accurate physical sky. But in the sun, thus you can change the preview of that. Okay, going to the sky. As seen intensity, this is just looking in your viewport or sun. This is our sun, and I think I can go to June. Yeah, where is our sun? You can, if you missed up sun is here in better quality. It's very important because yeah, this is our big sun here. Going to the sky, as seen intensity, as you can see, you can turn them. You can turn the brightness of your physical sky in viewport. If you annoying you, just it is in viewport. It does not change the rendering light. Dithering is actually a number to combining the light and the dark. This side and this side of the sky. You can change it and look at the it's changing. So gamma, turbidity. Yeah. Important thing here is in turbidity. The turbidity, if you turn it on, you uh, make your sky dusty or foggy. Okay, you can change it. It's very important because if you want to change some physical sky, as you can see, this is changing. This is an sky that you can compare from 0% of turbidity, percent not number. I think you cannot go all of, yeah, this is number, the limit of that from 2 to that number. You can turn it on or off. Okay, the turbidity and the ozone are exactly vice versa. Okay, I explain it in this image better. This is the lower number of the turbidity and go to the higher number. As you can see, we have more dense and dusty sky. The ozone is this. For example, we have a nice and clear weather, but if you increase the number of the ozone, we have more dense air weather in our scene. Okay, this is only about ozone. You can change them and rendering to better understanding. The atmosphere strength, it's all about the power of the atmosphere. As you can see, you can turn it on or off, and strength of your atmosphere around your physical sky. Affects turbidity, it means how much this turbidity affects. You can change it by the percent. Horizon start, you can change this line horizon. As you can see, it's going up. This is an horizon line. You can change its angle here. And of course, this is an Earth's radius. Don't change it. If you make it a bigger, you have, if you make it a smaller, you have more dense weather and more dense sky. Don't change it. If you have very large scene, you can change it. Okay, this is all about the sky. All of its settings is experimental. You have to experiment them and change them and find a better setting with your scene. But this is not physical sky. It's for people that don't want to use plugins or render engine We have very powerful render engine out there. For example, V-Ray. The V-Ray has its physical sky, own physical sky, Redshift, Octane, and this is on default. This series of Cinema 4D, I don't explain any plugins now. You want to learn just Cinema 4D, default things. And as you can see, we have a Redshift, but you have to purchase it separately. It's very expensive because we want to use default lighting for Cinema 4D. Going to the next lesson to explain sun. Hello my friends, to continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.